You've probably heard of Groupon and LivingSocial because everyone loves a good deal. But what if you didn't have to pay for those vouchers? Today, you are going to find out.
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Windows Azure. Think in Windows Azure.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source of all great app news and reviews. I'm Stephanie, and hey, I'll say it, I like a bargain, I like eating good food, and I like exploring my neighborhood for half the price. If you're into finding new culinary gems, hidden pubs, or sweet retail shops walking around town, you're probably going to want to try Scoutmob, available for iPhone and Android devices. Scoutmob is a pretty simple concept. According to their site, they scout deals at places that locals actually go to. You like the deal nearby based on your GPS or chosen city? Go in and enjoy yourself and present the app on your phone when you get the bill. No printouts, no vouchers. Deals last for a limited time, so use them once to get a steep discount. Then enjoy the deal again next time when you make your friend use the deal on their mobile phone. Then you do your happy dance. This is going to be a great way to promote local businesses and even bring you back to old neighborhood favorites you haven't visited in a while. But is this sustainable? Scoutmob just secured a first round of funding for $1.5 million. But how will they keep raking in the money? The benefits of using this app come at no cost to the user, which is awesome. Let's check out a new restaurant in San Francisco's Dog Patch, Paquito. Maybe they have a little insight. We're here at Paquito in the Dog Patch in San Francisco, and here we have Jason, co-owner of Paquito. How are you?
Hello.
We're covering an app called Scoutmob, where people use the app to come in at a discounted rate. And I wanted to ask you, how did you first get involved with Scoutmob?
Well, actually, we had friends who use Scoutmob a lot, and they had friends who actually worked at Scoutmob, so they came in and we talked to the rep and we did it. It actually worked out better for us than any other advertisement or anything else that we've actually done.
Has it worked out for you guys in terms of, are you guys making a lot of money off of it?
Actually, Scoutmob comes in a lot cheaper than a lot of other things, and it does help us with our bottom line.
Are there any repeat incentives for those to keep them coming back?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we do everything we can, and like I said, Scoutmob gets them in the door, and we do what we can to make sure that they come back.
We're here at one of my favorite lunch spots, Aurelia's Cafe, and we're here with Gilbert, co-owner. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So we're here talking about Scoutmob, and we're wondering, did they approach you to use the service?
Yeah, they did approach me, and I think it's a great idea. It's a very nice idea, but I think it's a little too much for us.
Are you saying that for smaller businesses with a smaller tab, that it's less effective to use these group type coupons?
Yeah, I think so, because our tabs are way smaller, and it's a little too much to give out 50%, and on top of it pay a rate.
It turns out that Scoutmob charges the merchant each time a coupon is redeemed, and this is tracked via the app. The upside is getting new customers to the door, and I'm for that. And this all sounds great, but let's walk through more of the details of Scoutmob after we hear from our sponsor. And stick around, because I've also got some updates on other money-saving apps.
Graham, on App Judgment, we're always talking about apps, we're reviewing these new apps, but we never think about what goes into them before they make it to our phones. There's a lot that happens with the developers.
Right, a lot goes on in making an app. Let's say you were going to make the next Twitter or the next Instagram. Okay. Would you rather be focused on making that app and focusing on everything that it takes, or would you rather focus on all of the infrastructure you need to build it?
I want an easy system where if I have an app idea, I can just get right to market with it, go quickly while I have the idea.
Right, so luckily there's Windows Azure. It's a platform for developers in the cloud that lets you focus on your app and get it out there to market much, much faster.
Yeah, Azure is really flexible, so if you have the idea, you can push it to market, and with Windows Azure burst capacity, you'll have confidence deploying your app when and where it makes the most sense without overwhelming your system.
To learn more about everything you need to know to start developing with Windows Azure, check out Microsoft.com/cloud/Windows Azure.
Like I mentioned before, each deal can only be used once from Scoutmob. Once you go 50% off, it's hard to pay full price again. And the guys who made this app realized that, so they've introduced return perks, which give you extra incentive to keep coming back. Also, if you're visiting a new city, check out Curiosities, which will give you fun facts about the city that you're in. Though it's not very extensive, these are fun to read if you get bored. And if you get really, really bored, give yourself a mustache. Scoutmob is available in these cities across the USA, so if you're in a metropolitan city, chances are that you can indulge in these hot deals. More cities are coming, and I predict that this service is going to blow up to be huge. Why? Free deals for the consumer. No purchase of vouchers are necessary, and you don't lose any money if the deal expires, like Groupon and LivingSocial. The downside is that if you live in a small city like Forks, you probably won't see Scoutmob for a while. Otherwise, there's no reason why you shouldn't have this app installed on your iPhone or Android device. It's like free money. Download Scoutmob. And this doesn't mean that I'm going to stop using the Groupon app. I use them all. You can check out my previous conversation with David Prager about coupon apps for details on how Groupon works, but Groupon HD has recently arrived on the iPad, bringing you deals in over 170 cities across the USA and Canada. It looks pretty sweet with big maps, big pictures, and big deals. And it seems that some giant companies are jumping on the bandwagon. Facebook recently launched deals with plans for app integration, and Google Offers has officially launched their beta. We'll keep an eye on these and let you know when there's decent mobile integration. Let me know if there's any other money-saving apps I should spread the word about. My name is Stephanie, and you can reach me on Twitter @Marilee, or you can find AppJudgment on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or home on revision3.com/appjudgment. Thanks for watching.